Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Uh, Miss Alaka, can we start or should I want to wait for another 5 to 10 minutes? So, graduate students are joining, so it is better to wait for another 5 minutes. Ne?
Yes, sir. We
Uh,
agree.
and hopefully, then you all have already sent the particular document. That means I shared two question paper, two paper with two question. So, did you all share with that student?
Yes, sir, we did.
Okay, thank you very much. Miss Alaka, could you please give me that horsepower because then I have joining two by using two device. So I need horsepower for both device, host or co-host.
No, it's okay, sir.
No, no. Yes, yes. Sorry. Okay. Right. Without taking much time, so we'll start the discussion now. So then we have wait 9 minutes. So I hope that that is enough for joining others. Right. So first of all, my dear students, good evening again to you all. So can you hear me? Can anyone confirm other than the management? So can anyone confirm whether I'm
Yes,
audible?
sir, we can hear.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. Right. So before going to discuss the already shared paper, so I would like to take some time to explain the structure of this CPT paper, the CPT, the corporate and personal taxation. So you are well aware about the paper structure and all. Hopefully, if you are students who are participating in our physical class or that we learning, so then you are the well aware about that, because then we are doing the many that in the 5 years past papers. Plus now in English medium we are hope to do in next week another mock exam paper, right? So anyone interest, even you are not participating in our physical class, it doesn't matter. Even you are not purchased the e-learning, it doesn't matter. Then I coldly invite you all to come to the particular examination. And if you want, right, if you are really interested, then you can come and meet me. Then I will allow you to come to the class. Okay, don't worry about the payment and all. So then you can test your current status of the knowledge that you are going to sit in coming exam. Before start the straightforward going to the starting that fiction paper, then I'm going to discuss what is the paper structure for your understanding. For your understanding. So my dear students, so this is a fiction, this is a paper with consists of 9 fictions, right? 9 fictions. 9 fictions. There are 9 fictions. Right. So while doing this lecture discussion, then I'm highly encourage you all to, if you have any question, please ask at the same time. If you are that shy to ask that same time, then you can ask at the later part of the discussion during that Q&A session, right? So otherwise, if anyone interested to ask that question at that time, it doesn't matter, right? Then I will respond. Don't worry. Then I told in the initial point, this paper that consists of 100 marks. 100 marks and 9 fictions. It's a very structured fiction. There are 3 sections. Section A and section B and section C. So section C is the most weighted and important section in your fiction paper, because there is 50 marks fiction. 50 marks, 2 fictions. Fiction number 8 and fiction number 9. So today we are going to discuss that 2 fiction. That means during that limited time period, 2 hours, it's not possible to discuss the whole area, but I will try my maximum to discuss and cover everything under the question number 9 and 8. Right? So the question number 8 is, that company tax calculation. Company tax calculation. Then question number 9 is individual tax calculation. Right. So each question consists of 25 marks, altogether 50 marks. So when it comes to the section B, there are 30 marks and Q5, Q6 and Q7 each consist of 10 marks. 10 marks each question. So then it can be differ sometime question number 5 or 6 or 8. Sorry, 7, right? It can be either 5 or 6 or 7. But however, these 3 topics cover under the question number 5, 6, 7, right? What are those topics? So value-added tax, the value-added tax, or simply we call the VAT. And also then it can be possible to test the SWAT, but in this time I'm a little bit doubt about the testing the SWAT, because of that SWAT is going to deactivate, right? From 1st October 2025 onward. Therefore, in the last time also, they are not test this SWAT. Even they are test that SWAT, that is not much hard, you know, that way of doing the SWAT adjustment. So next one is partnership tax. No need to guess these things. All these questions will be there definitely, right? Partnership tax, then tax administration, tax administration, tax administration. So once you have come to the physical exam, then I will distribute particular document to all, which consists of all the due dates, payment dates, return submission date, all the tax types. Then I have already prepared it and I will send to the management in coming week. So then once you are participate to the physical examination, mock examination, you can collect. So then I will take action to share that document via your WhatsApp group as well, right? If you want. So it doesn't matter. We never limit the education, right? We are much as possible, we are spread the knowledge for everyone, right? Everyone, everywhere in the island, right? So there is no limitation, no limitation. The education is freedom. Right? So then, so that is the three question test in section B. So sections A, there are four sections, 20 marks. 20 marks. Four questions. Section number 1 will be discuss about the residence rule. Yeah, coming 30th, right? Yeah. Then I'll inform through WhatsApp. Don't worry, right? So yeah, worrying about, because then you know that unfortunate situation happened in the last week to me due to my bad health. So then I will let you know it later, right? Separately through your communication mechanism in tonight or tomorrow, right? Don't worry. Residence rule. Then section number 2 will be case law. Case law related question. Case law. Case law. So we have already analyzed that in our class, right? What are the area they have already tested in the past papers? What will be the possibility? So, however, we'll see that, right? So then, my dear students, question number 3 and 4, little bit we have to guess. That's a question, right? So normally, question number 3 and 4 can be tested this area. Keep in mind this area, right? This area. Please give me 1 minute. Right, I'm back. Right, I'm back. Right, sorry for that inconvenience. So here, then we have to guess these two questions. However, these are the testable area under question number 4 and 5. So 3 and 4. So that is that most probably can be, that definitely there will be SSEL, social security contribution levy. There will be definitely, right? I'm pretty sure 100% SSEL. And then Puta, there are then high probability of testing withholding tax or AIT, not APIT. This is AIT, right? So AIT. Clear? So, and then, my dear students, it can be test the share transaction levy, but I don't think this time, because this has been tested in last time. Share transaction levy, as well as the tourism development levy, and there will be another tourism VAT refund scheme. Tourism VAT refund scheme, right? Don't worry about that, right? They will test it only for that 1 or 2 minutes, 1 or 2 marks if they test TVRS, right? So, and the most important area they have regularly test up to last exam, that is a capital gain. Capital gain. So in this time, these are the possible area they can test as a question number 3 of. So all other questions are, that my dear students, fix. Definitely they will test. Right? This is my guessing in this time examination paper, right? Don't worry about with my experience, as well as that dealing with institute in many time, right? So I studying the pattern. So this is the possible area. So now you should have some idea about the question paper, and also, my dear student, you should keep in mind the kind of the understanding about the time management in your exam. Don't worry about the time management. Basically, that 3 hour paper is more than enough. 3 hour is more than enough to complete this paper, right? Every exam, then our students are calling me, right, before 45 minutes before the end of the examination without a question paper, because they are not hand over that to bring the students to home if they are leaving the exam hall early. So, however, here please keep in mind there are 3 hour paper, that means 180 minutes available, 100 marks, then 1.8 minute available to earn 1 mark. So always please keep in mind. So 25 marks section mean you will receive that approximately 45 minutes, if I was not mistaken, isn't it? Yes, exactly, not approximately, exactly 45 minutes. So this is the general understanding idea about the question paper in CPT. So if anyone having any doubt and the clarification, you can ask during the the discussion thereafter. So now I'm going to discuss the today task, that means question number 9 and 8. 9 and 8. What do you think? So, what is the most required area? right? So, my dear student, you can see that shared paper, you can download it. So, I'm just checking that there is a small error in that question the year when they are typing. So, we'll do that amendment first, right? So, this year of assessment, so our year of assessment should be changed as then there is no any difference in the theoretical aspect, but it is better to change. This should be 2024 and 5, and this should be 2024 and 5, and this should be 2023 and 4, right? It doesn't matter, right? So can you hear me, students?
Yes, sir.
So please do these changes, right? If you have the hard copy, so only just you need to change the years. So there is no any other changes, right? Need. So so this also it's better to change as 2021 and 2, right? So then there is no any other area need to be changed, right? No any impact to the body, but you just only want to change the particular year of assessment, right? So now you know that testable year of assessment is 2024 and 5 now. But the last time, then 2023 and 4, when we compare with the 2023 and 4 and the 4 and 5, the most of the students are calling and messaging me and asking about there are any changes. No, Buddha, no. So there is no any change in the 2024 and 5 regarding income tax. Regarding income tax. 3 and 4 and 4 and 5, right? So if there is any student who doing the repeat is repeat exam or something, right? So if you are unable to the last time do the last time, so don't worry, the same thing. But when it come to the VAT value added tax, there were small, right? They're not small, right? That few changes regarding that VAT rate, as well as, my dear students, exemptions, exempted good and services, right? So you have to be very careful when studying about if you have already, if you only have that the previous year material, right? So okay, so we'll go through this. Kalani is a chartered accountant attached to leading construction company in Sri Lanka. As a chief accountant, he has given the following information for the year of assessment 2024 and 5. Then hereafter, we are not calling again and again for the year of assessment. We call it as year. So now you can see that they have given some information about the employment. So gross salary per month, very important, per month. Sometimes the examiner can give these the benefit not relating to the monthly, but it can be, that particular year of assessment. Therefore, please be very careful when you extract in the values from your question paper. So you have to highlight it. My advice is when you take the question paper in the very first, so don't try to write down or format in anything. Just read the question. Just read the question. So the students who are studying under my supervision, they know that always I'm advising them reading and understanding the question paper. That means you almost 50% complete the answer. Therefore, please understand first. So that is the gross salary per month. Therefore, this we have to calculate the year of assessment. Therefore, this should be multiplied by 12. Same time, you can do that. So arrears salary for the year 2023 and 4 received during the year of assessment 2024 and 5. So 4 and 5 is our considered year of assessment, target year of assessment. But this arrears amount of 300,000, it may be in that 1 month salary received in respect of the previous year. What do you think? Should we consider that as a part of employment income in 2024 and 5, or should not? What do you think?
We should consider, sir.
We should consider. Why? What is the reason? The reason you should know that. Reason is,
Because the
yes, Kuta.
I mean, given
Sir?
to the 24-25 period, right? So it will be liable under 24-25 period.
Yeah, 24 and 5 liable. Then what is the reason? What is the reason? Anyone? Why? Anyone?
So since it was received during the year of assessment 2024-25, then
Yes,
we have to
exactly.
consider
Because
that
it is
as an
employment
employment.
income, we need to calculate as per the cash basis. Cash basis. Isn't it? So this is a
Yes, sir.
cash. When you received, you have to take. It doesn't matter whether that is respect to in the previous year, year before previous year. It doesn't matter, right? So therefore, this should be take as a part of employment. Then the company has provided him a car with fuel. Is this a non-cash or cash? Cash or non-cash?
Non-cash benefits, sir.
It's a non-cash.
Non,
Therefore, you have to take the market value first. So market value is not determinable. No information available. We cannot access to the internet. We cannot access to the open market prices. Therefore, we have to take the value specified by Commissioner General. So as per the Commissioner General circular issued by the revised circular issued by the IRD, what is there are two benefits here. Not only the car, but also fuel. So per month value given for any car, any car, it doesn't matter the engine capacity, 20,000. And for fuel, another
20,000.
20,000.
another 20,000 exactly. So this 20,000 is a monthly value. Therefore, you have to take how much? 40,000. This is 40,000 for a month. So we have to calculate the things for the year of assessment. Therefore, we have to multiply it by 2. Yes or no? Yes or no? Did you understand that? So any doubt regarding that one?
No, sir.
So next one, his son's school fee paid by company. The company is 180,000 for the year. Here you can see that for the year. So if you multiply this by 12, what will happen? Answer will get wrong. Understood? Because this benefit given for a year of assessment. Therefore, is this a benefit or not? Now we are discuss about the colonel. But this benefit received not to colonel, but to colonel's son. What do you think?
It is a
Son.
benefit, sir.
That is a benefit. Why? Because son is associate person. Associate person, isn't it? Any benefit received to employee or any associate person of employee should be taken as a part of benefit of the employment income. Yes or no? So the next one, medical benefit received from the common scheme. Then in here, the common scheme in the sense, my dear students, it's available for all full-time employees in equal terms. What do you think?
Excluded, sir.
Excluded.
It should be excluded. Excluded. Reason is because of
Equal.
it is a equal terms.
Equal to everyone.
So next one is the APT deducted by the company. That should be what? Tax credit. Tax credit. They are not clear. These are the information about the employment income. Then he has received the share of profit from partnership, where he also was a partner during the year of assessment. 2.3 million. And there is a partnership tax credit entitled by the Kalana, not Kabisha, right? It's a type error. Kalana is how much? 108,000. 108,000. This should be considered as an what? Tax credit. This is a business income. Yes or no? Here, not only that, he has his own electric shop. So this is the summary information provided for the year of assessment 2024 and 5. You know that income is there. There are some expenses, purchase, start salary, rent, not a start, it should be staff, right? Staff salary, the rent, electricity, water, telephone, other depreciation, donation. You have to consider which expenses are allowed or which expenses are disallowed as per section 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15A, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 24. Additional information given. A computer purchased in 2021 and 2 at a cost of 800,000 was there in the business. There is no other asset to claim the capital allowance. No any other asset claim to capital allowance. Right? No any other asset. That means this is the only asset available. Then here you can calculate. Then you know that this depreciation is disallowed as per section 16, and you can take special deduction as capital allowances. How? The 800 into straight line basis. What is the depreciation or capital allowance rate or useful lifetime? Because this is a computer. So how many years you can? Anyone in the class?
So 5 years.
5 years, exactly 5 years. So then you have to check whether that 5 years already gone or not from 2021 to 2, because then you can remember there is a rule of calculating the capital allowances in taxation. Any asset which you purchase during the year of assessment without considering the date of the purchase, you need to calculate the capital allowance for whole year. But if there is any asset which are disposed during the year of assessment, you are not eligible to get the capital allowance for whole year. Therefore, it's 2021 and 2, whole year you have to take the capital allowances. Then 2 and 3. Then 3 and 4. Now we are in the 4 and 5. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for 5th year. Sorry, 4th year. So you can take 800 into 5 years mean 20%. Eh? So that means how much? 160. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, I understood.
And the colonel rented his part of the resident to the company business. Monthly rent is 6,000. And no repair made during the year, no actual repair, but rates paid 60. So these are rent income, investment. And he has a fixed deposit in a bank on a gross interest for the year 360,000, relevant withholding tax deducted. What is the meaning of the relevant withholding tax? How much? What is the percentage? What is the relevant withholding tax on the FD?
5%, sir.
5%. 5%, exactly. That means the gross interest is already given 360 minus withholding tax. 5% mean how much? Is that 18? Is this correct? Yes. This is the net. So how the examiner can advance this part? So you can, the examiner can give the net part. Clear? If they are given the net interest, then what you need to do, you have to convert into the gross and add it to the investment income and already paid withholding tax, you can deduct as and tax credit, because then I can remember that today evening as well, today evening or today morning, I can't remember the exactly what is the exact time. So one student asked that from in the English medium class, so then I given the same, that student is asked the correct way, so then I'm given my consent as yes. So I hope that student will be there. Isn't it? Right. We don't know. Right. We see. So then here also it should be even that color. No? It's a typo error. Kalana made the following expenses. Donation to COVID-19 fund established by the government. The government established, there is a COVID-19 fund established by the government. There is a donation. Therefore, there is no any restriction. Why? There is a established by the government. So under section 52, you can deduct. Under section 52, you can deduct. Right? So other one is donation to approved charity which provide the care for needy people. Okay, there is an approved one, but there is a limitation. You cannot deduct whatever you want. Ne? So this is individual. So limitation should be whatever the lower value of actual cash donation, 100 or in this case, maximum how much? For individual, 75,000 no, 1/3 of taxable income. In this case, we still don't know what is the taxable income. So we need to calculate the taxable income and compare and deduct the lower value. Did you understand this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now it is time to do the calculation. So we'll do that calculation very quickly. So you better to write down the structure. I'm using rupees in 1,000, Putta, right? Rupees in 1,000. It doesn't matter if you want, then you can use whatever, right? 1,000 no rupees, doesn't matter, right? And I feel that is easy to use the. Then when you read that question, we identify how many income sources were there. There were 4 income sources, no, not 4, 3, ne? Employment income. There were 2 business income, ne? Total assessable income. And then you can deduct the section 52. Qualifying payment and reliefs. So we don't know what are that available items. We'll keep some space to do that. Taxable income. So this structure you must keep in mind. So otherwise it will be that kind of disaster, right? So then you need to calculate the gross tax liability. Then we'll do that as and working, then tax credit. We'll see what are the tax credit available. So at the end, then you can take the balance tax payable or paid tax. So we need to calculate separately what is how much the employment income as and not. My dear student, can you hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you very much. So employment income. Sonnet note 2. So our physical class students, this is the 6th section, we are doing. We did the 5 past papers.
Yes, sir.
This is the 6th one. And the mock exam, it will be another one, right? More than enough. Profit before tax. So we are happy to inform that the last time also, last time as well in the before the time before the last time, in both time and continuously we are producing the tax price. The last time from the Sinhala medium student, before that English medium students. So earlier also, right, Sinhala medium students. So we'll see that in this time, right, what will happen. So I highly encourage you all, those who are not participating in our class, it doesn't matter, right? I wish you all the very best you all to have that a good grade in your exam, right? So therefore, please be focused on your exam. Don't waste your time. It's a very critical period. Right. So now we have already read the section from beginning to end. So no need to waste the time again and again. Just we can copy and paste, isn't it? So gross salary should be a part of employment income. So we know that now the link of in between the link between the each and every adjustment, the gross salary rupees in thousand. So can anyone help me? Turn into 12, it should be 3.6 million. Isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Please use these practice, right? If you take the particular item, please put the right marks. Right? Right marks should be there. Otherwise, then you know that in your exam, with your exam mind, it can be that miss some part. And then vehicle benefit, vehicle plus 12, both 40. It should be multiplied by 12. Then it should be 480. Son's school fee. How much? Should I want to multiply by 12? No, never. Because that is given for year,
Yes.
Exactly. Medical benefit. Excluded. The reason you have to write down. The reason should be why. All full-time employees in equal terms. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So the last one, that is not a benefit, that is a tax credit. So directly you can go to the tax credit, a bit paid. How much? 36,000. 36 rupees in thousand. That's all about the employment income. How we know that? Because then we have already read the section from beginning to end. We know that there is no any other related employment income. Therefore, you can complete this at this moment. You can take the topic. You cannot take this understanding if you are not read the question carefully, right? At the beginning before doing the calculation. Is this the value?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So now we can focus to the business income. We'll keep this item for a moment, right? Second one, how much the calculated net profit? 1,551. So we have to check all the expenses available. Purchase, staff salary, rent, electricity, water, telephone, other expenses. We have to assume these all things are incurred for the production of the business income. Therefore, as per section 11 allowed. Clear? But here you can see that depreciation is disallowed. Eh? Why?
Because it's not yet happened. The expense didn't happen.
No.
Yes, yes.
Depreciation will already happen. The reason is that is what? Accounting depreciation. Right? Accounting depreciation cannot deduct as per section 16. Yeah? Then your logic is correct for provision. Not yet incurred any expenses, gratuity provision, such kind of things, right? In next section, we'll
Okay,
take
sir.
in next section, we can see that, right? So 200, instead of that, you can take what the capital allowance. We already calculated, ne? So no need to waste our time now, 20% on this. It doesn't matter whether that is purchased on you that during the year, any time, because then whole year you can take how much, it should be deducted 160. Here we have already calculated. And donation also there. What do you think about the donation? Is that impact to production of the business income? No, not allowed. What is the reason? What is the section? It should be section 11. Section 11. Section 11, the donation, they are not given the donation incurred for which purpose. Therefore, we cannot take that as an tax. You know, that relief. Therefore, this 50. Understood? That's all. So please take this. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is the adjusted profit from electric shop. There's another business income called what? Partnership share. How much? How much? 2.3 million. Eh? Is this correct? Understood? Is this value correct?
Yes, sir.
3,941. 3,941 rupees. 1,000. 3,941. But same time, you have to go to the tax credit. Individual available that partnership tax credit. How much, Puta? The given value you have to take? 108. Now we can go to the balance part. The Kalana rented his part of residence to a business. Month rent is how much? 60,000. No withholding tax applicable in this case. Why? The withholding tax only applicable regarding the rent if the rent value is monthly rent value is higher than 100,000.
100,000.
Yes, exactly. So here, rental income. Under that, you have to take what? Gross rent. So 60 per month into 12. Always don't take 12. So if that uh, the rent has been given from particular that specific date onward, you have to consider for only that period, right? Yeah, there is nothing given. Therefore, then we have to simply assume like that. Then you can deduct some expenses relating to generate this rent. So rates, how much? 60. That rate should be paid by the rent owner and also repair, actual repair. But when there is actual repair, you know that you have to compare always. What is the comparison? Either actual repair, what is the highest value of either actual repair or 25% of gross rent? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now in this case, there is no repair. Therefore, don't worry about that zero. Even they are not given the repair, we have to simply assume that as zero. But same time, you have to go to the section 52 and deduct 25% on allowance on gross rent. So how much the total gross rental? So 720 into 25%. How much?
180, sir.
180. So that is a specific allowance available for individuals, only individuals. They are nothing given about this adjustment, right? You have to keep in mind and you have to practice and you have to do. There is no any hint. Isn't it? And then the FD, we already complete that. Therefore, these 616 interest on FD, it should be gross. How much we already calculated? The impact 360 is the gross, then already deduct the tax credit. It can be AIT on interest. How much Puta? 360 into 5% mean 18. Isn't it? Now adjustment number, we can move into the adjustment number 6. The COVID-19 fund is established by the government. It doesn't matter, right? So therefore, without any restrictions, the tax under that qualifying payments, donation made to COVID-19 fund established by the government, there is no restriction, 100 you can deduct. Other one, you have to check. Donation made to whom? Approved charity, but it should be in cash. If that is not in cash, then you have doubt. So approved charity will do that working on that. So that's all. So investment income we can complete and obtain. So what is the value? 1020. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now, so how much the total taxable income? $9,521,000.
Yes, sir.
Even they are nothing given, the personal tax relief, you can deduct as an individual, no? 1.2 million. Now we have to do some working on that taxable income calculation to get the value of approved charity donation.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Isn't personal tax relief 1.8 million?
No. That's a problem. That's why I told. Then here we have discussed year of assessment 2024 and 5. Right?
Yeah.
Then hopefully
Okay,
you are
sir.
not a
Thank you.
student who participate in our class, isn't it?
Yes, I'm a
Please be
external
careful,
student.
Buddha. So any changes after 1st April 2025 will not be applicable in this time.
Okay, sir.
The 1.8 million change after the new budget from this 2025 budget, that means it will be applicable for the year of assessment 2025 and 6. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Why we cannot check the 2025 and 6? Because that year of assessment is going on, not yet complete. Your exam will be in the end of this month, but 2025
Yes,
and 6 year of assessment will end with 31st March 2026. Correct?
yes, sir.
Therefore, those changes don't apply, right? You have to check. That's why I told that always. Then you have to be very careful with these changes and the testable year of assessment. Hopefully, you got my point.
Yes, sir. Then what about the residency days? Days like is it 183 days or 185?
No, 83. 83. Who tell the 185? ඒකේ කියන්නේ පුතා
Right,
half
sir.
කියලා කියන්නේ 365 days per year නේ. මේක දෙකට බෙදුවාම එන්නේ පුතා 200 182.5 නේ.
Yes, sir.
කරනවාද? ඒක තමයි
Yes.
යාළුවා approximately 182 කියලා. sorry 183 days කියන්නේ. හරිද?
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Then always when you are learn something, please learn about the logic. Why they given these days? අයිය එහෙනම් 90 දෙන්නේ නැත්තේ. මේකේ half more than half කියලා කියන්නේ. Understood?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. And also then I will highlight that when you are calculate the resident status, so both arrival and the departure date, please consider as you are physically present in Sri Lanka, right? Then our students, they are know very well because these given for that the newly joined students, right? Who can gain some new knowledge from today's discussion, right? So if you cannot understand what I'm telling that, please ask again. So now in this case, 1/3 is 1/3 absolute. The taxable income we can calculate. That is not a correct one. But without this one, so how much? How much the taxable income? 9,521 minus 1,200, 180 minus 100. So 8,041. Isn't it? Yes or no? Then it will be rupees in 1,000, 2,680. So whichever is lower, the lower value is what? Lower value is what? What is the lower value? 75.
75,000.
So here, you have to put the 75. Then now you can calculate this quickly. Total. Is this the value?
Yes, sir.
Based on the taxable income, you can calculate the gross tax liability. I will do an working. So how much the taxable income? This one. So we have to split the income. Are there any gain on liquor? Sorry, are there any capital gain including?
No, sir.
No, no capital gain. Are there any gain from liquor, tobacco, betting, and gambling? Huh? No. Are there any terminal benefit? Retirement
No,
benefit?
sir. No, sir.
Therefore, all the income should be tax should be calculated like this. So when you calculate this tax rate also, after 1st April 2025, it has been little bit changed, not the rate, but the bucket slab bigger. But don't worry about that because in your exam they will not test that one, right? 100% guaranteed. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know that 100% with the communication with the institute. Therefore, don't worry. Right? In the last time, just suggested answers the prepared by myself, and as well as in the yesterday I got the email to invitation about the this time paper as well, right? I accept the English medium one. So therefore, then don't worry. I'm telling these things, that I'm not just telling, yes, with the evidence, I'm telling this. So first 500 should be 500 mean 500,000, right? I'm using the rupees in thousand, should be taxed at 6%. So next 500, well, next 518, next 524, next 530. How much the balance? Altogether, it was 7,699. Out of that, already we have taken 500 into 5, isn't it? That means 2,500. It should be that 5,460. Am I correct? It should be 36. That is the maximum level. So how you got this? 7,699 minus 2,500. 2,500 means the sum of all the above bracket. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So how much this total? 1,967.76. So altogether, it should be 2,417,760. That 764 rupees in thousand. So anyone having a doubt regarding that calculation? You have? Any doubt? Now then, total tax credit 162. Now we can deduct it from your gross tax liability. So then finally you have to pay 2,255,760 as balance tax payable. Yes or no? Any doubt regarding what we have discussed so far? If you don't have any question, we'll go to the next part.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Sudha. Yes, any question?
No, sir.
No, no. Okay. So I'll do some changes on this year of assessment as a 2025. Made this as a new 2025. Question number 8. I'm at question number 8 now. Question number 8. change the 31st March 2025. There's no any impact on that theory. So, but we'll do it for the betterment, so we can understand that. So it's better to change this as an 2024 and 5. All other keep as it is, right? So this also changed 2021 and 2. It doesn't matter, right? Even 2020 and 2021. That's okay. So we'll keep as it is. Doesn't matter. So here change 2024 and 5. Right. So this is a question related to that KGD name. So can you write down the format? Can you do that quickly? Format. KGD company PLC. Private limited. So first of all, then I give time you to read the question. Please take a simple 5 minutes and read it. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please read the question from beginning to end. Don't write down anything. So don't write anything. Please read the question first. So understanding the question is given that is 50% of complete your question paper answer. So when you read, you can understand what are the available income sources. However, you know that employment income will not be applicable for that entity. Ne? So this is a business now. This is a company now, entity. Ne? So a business income. So thereafter, there will be, you know, that investment income. So if I was not mistaken, there is no any other source of income in this question. Am I correct? Anyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So in this case, no qualifying payments, the no relief, right? This is a company, no. The relief is only applicable for individual, no entity, right? So section 52, qualifying payments. So please make sure there will be, you know, that kind of limitation, right? In approved charity. So, but the approved charity value is different, eh, now. The earlier you can remember that it was the lower value of actual cash donation, no. Maximum 75,000, no. One third of taxable income. But when it comes to the entity, it will be changed like this. What? Actual cash or maximum not 75,000, that should be 500,000 now. Not one third of taxable income, it should be 1/5. So those are the changes, right? So there is no any relief. That gross rental relief not applicable for entity, right? The personal tax relief 1.2 million will not be applicable. Clear or not clear? Can you remember those things? So don't expect this not an, you know, that kind of the theory class is a revision. Like you should have that comprehensive advanced knowledge. So these are revision. So then if you are not, you know, that still you are not, you know, that familiar with these kind of the areas, then you have another 2 weeks more than enough. Then tax credits. So we'll see whether there is a balance tax payable or OP. So we can start with the note 1. Profit before tax, you have to start with that. So investment income. So now we'll start with the question, the profit before tax, the given information. So did you all complete the reading task? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Net profit before tax for the year ended 31st March 2025 is 80,000 rupees in thousand, right? So 80,000. So when they calculate this 80,000, you can see that other income income to be not to include in business income. So rent income should be investment property. The investment property is not a business asset. Therefore, it should be goes to where? Investment. And the interest income, that also in investment. The profit on the disposal machinery, yes, that should be come under the business, but this profit given as what? Accounting. Therefore, we have to remove the accounting profit on the disposal of the business asset or depreciable asset, and you need to calculate the gain or loss according to the tax purpose. Either there is a balance in allowance or assessable charge. Can you remember that? As per section 16. Therefore, first of all, we need to adjust this. So we have to remove the income should be included in the investment income. Right? Therefore, in this case, the business income include that 80,000 include this, the rent income and interest. So we have to remove. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So 1.8 million, and it should be interest should be 1 million. We'll adjust those things in investment income later, right? Clear? Then the profit on disposal of machinery. There is a asset which used to generate the business income. There is a depreciable asset 665. It should be removed. The reason is that should be added to the business income, but this is the amount calculated according to the accounting. Then we have to do some work in calculation of that work in one. Balance in allowance or accessible charge. How? So you need to get the sales proceeds minus tax written down value. How you can calculate? Cost minus what? Cumulative capital allowance. So sales proceeds. How we can find? So if you read the question very carefully, here you can see that those information given under the adjustment number 7, second bullet point. The machinery purchased in 20 and 21 for 2.75 million disposed during the year. Sorry, which this is the cost. This is the sales proceed. 2,360,000. Am I correct? Now you need to get the cost 2,750,000. Now you need to get the capital allowances which purchased from 20 and 1. Now 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4. This is the last year. The cumulative is the aggregate value. 4 and 5 is the last year. Then how many years you already used this? How many years? How many years, my dear students? Don't take much time because this is a limited time.
4 years.
5 years.
5 years use. But what is the rate? Applicable capital allowance rate? This is a machinery which purchased after 1st April 2018. That means it should be 5 years or 20%. So now you know that as per the section 16, there is a rule. If particular depreciable asset that you are going to dispose in a particular considered target year of assessment, for that year of assessment, you are not eligible to get the capital allowance. Therefore, only how many years? How many years?
4 years. 4 years.
Oh, yes. Let's say that you are going to dispose this machinery at 31st March 2025. Almost you use 364 days, but you can't take the capital allowance because there is a rule. Clear? Therefore, straight line basis, the rate is 20%, or you can divide by 5 into how many years? 4. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then carrying value should be 550, but you dispose this at 2,360,000. There is a gain of 1,810. That gain we call what? Accessible charge. Yes or no? Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Accessible charge. So then you can go to the work in here, the calculation. So work in one. Accessible charge. Accessible charge means you have to pay the tax on that. So how much? 1,810 you have to add back. Not add back, sorry. Not back. So you have to add as an the plus column because that is a taxable. Understood? Right. So then we'll go to the other parts. So then we have already completed this adjustment number 2. So here you can see that administrative and the establishment expenses, including the following. That means when they calculate this 80,000 profit, they have already deducted this kind of the expenses, right? Now we have to check whether is this expenses are disallowable as per any of the section. Section 10, 12, 11, 13, 14, 15, 15A, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 24. Right? You have to check it. Understood? So first one. So is the depreciation is allowed? Allow or disallow? Disallow.
Disallowed.
Disallow. Therefore, then how much? 6,320 should be added back because it has already deducted. Understood? The donation.
Disallowable.
So same time we can calculate before going to the donation, we can disallow the depreciation, but instead of that we can calculate what? Capital allowances. As and work into, we need to calculate the capital allowances. The capital allowances in the sense simply you know that depreciation as per taxation. Capital allowances. So to calculate the capital allowances, they have given such information under here. Right? So investment property, can you take? Can you take? Capital allowances only eligible to the depreciable assets. So the investment property is not a depreciable asset. Not a depreciable asset. Not a depreciable asset. Right? So building. So please help me. Building. What is the year of first one they have purchased it? 20 and 1. So what is the cost? 8,200. So what is the applicable rate? What is the applicable rate? Either 20 years or 5%. Yes or no? Anyone? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Then car used by director. What do you think?
Not eligible.
Not eligible. Reason is what? Not a depreciable asset. Not a depreciable asset. Why the reason is traveling purpose, ne? Not to generate the business income. Transport lorry. What do you think? Should be taken. It should be taken. What is the year of first one? 1 and 2. How much cost? Please, anyone help me. 8 million. So rate should be what? Oh my goodness. So anyone please?
20%.
20%.
20%.
You have to keep in mind 5 years. Then almost not complete that 5 years. Ne? So we can take how much? 1.6 million. So machinery 20 and 1. Sorry, 1 and 2. How much the cost?
6,700, sir.
6,700. Rate should be same. Ne?
Yeah.
Then 1,340.
Yes, sir.
Then the computer 20 and 1. How much the cost? 1,250. So this is the last year, ne? 20 and
Yes.
1 means 20 and 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, 4 and 5. This is the last year. This year also you can claim. How much? 250. Isn't it? Software is something that different. Software is an intangible asset which was purchased during the year 2024 and 5 at the cost of 1,950. You know that regarding the intangible asset, the rule is if you know the exact year of assessment, number of useful lifetime, then you have to take it. Otherwise, it should be taken as 20 years or 5%. In this case, the estimation useful lifetime also given how many years? 4 years. Either you can divide by 4 or multiply it by 25%. Then hopefully, I hope then you all know that how to convert the useful lifetime into the rate, isn't it? If you cannot understand that how to convert that, please let me know that I will explain. It should be know that because from yeah, school and the A level, other things. So how much the total? Capital allowances. It should be 4,087.5. Is this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
4,087.5. It has to be deducted. Very clear. No worry. So then that's all about that adjustment number 7 as well. We have already considered everything. So now we can go to the donation. So any donation to any party, you cannot deduct as an expense as per section 11, right? Therefore, you have to add back the donation to any party, 1,420. But it has been donated to whom? COVID-19 fund. Therefore, then you can take that as an what? Qualifying payments. So that is government fund, established fund. There is no restriction. Whatever the amount, or that any form of other way, the goods or cash, then you can deduct that as an qualifying payment, whatever the amount you donate, whatever the value of the goods you donate. So the foreign traveling expense of the director to meet the foreign customer, what do you think? Can you deduct?
Allowable expense, sir.
Allowable. Allowable. Why? Because what is the section? It should be the section 11 that's allowed, because that incurred for the purpose of business. On his private tour, what do you think? Now that is disallowed.
Disallowed.
What is the section? That section should be section 11. Section 11. Because that is not incurred for the production of the business income. Yes or no? Therefore, disallow how much? 2,150 you have to add that. The provision for gratuity. Provision. That one student who told about the earlier question. Can you remember? The expenses.
Yes, sir.
Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
And I told at that time, then it will test in the section number 8 always, right? The provision. As per section 10, Puta, right? Provision. Section 10, provision for gratuity. As per section 10, it should be add back. It should be add back. Disallow. Section 10 clearly, that general deduction clearly mentioned that any expenses not yet incurred, you cannot deduct. But if there is that actual gratuity paid, you can deduct, right? If that is disallowed, you have to add back. The repair expenditure on the rented property, what do you think? What do you think? Repair expenditure on the rented
Disallowed.
Disallowed. Why?
Because it's the owner only had to pay it, not the business.
I already told you that.
Because the owner is the one who will pay that, not the business.
No, no.
Honest will pay.
No, that is not the reason. Repair expense, as per section 11, disallow. I need the reason. I need the reason. Why?
It is incurred to generate the rent income.
Exactly. Then hopefully you are delays. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have discussed this many times in the class as well. So if particular expense incurred to generate the investment income, that expense never you can deduct from the business income. Therefore, this disallow and add back. But my dear students, there is another adjustment you can do. What is that? Anyone? So this expense you can deduct from where?
Qualifying payment.
Investment income.
Yeah.
Yes or no? Investment income. Under that, you know that already there is a gross rent. How much? How much? So we remove that. Can you remember here? 1,800. From the 1,800, you can deduct the repair expense. Then in this case, I told that the beginning, you cannot take the 25% gross rental. Why? This is not an individual, ne? This is a company. Understood? Yes or no?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Because this is a very important adjustment. This kind of adjustment, if the examiner is test, you know that you can now do the now. Right? That's why this kind of the paper I created and do that. Then I know that this kind of question they will not test, but if they are test, you know that now you know that how to handle that. There is no any single hint in your question paper itself. So that's all about the admin. So we have to think all other administrative expense should be deductible, right? There is assumption, there is the way, there is a practice. So sales, selling and the distribution expenses include the following. We have to be very careful, evaluate, are there any disallowable expense? So bad debts, it should be debts charge. The bad debts can be, you know, that as per section 12, it can be, you know, that trade debtor or staff loan. Regarding the bad debts, can you deduct the staff loan bad debts? Huh?
Disallowables.
Trade debtor write-off. The trade debtor write-off also only allow if they have taken action to recover. Action to recover, but in this case, they have nothing given regarding action had been taken. No, not. So simply we have to take that as that action has been taken. So if they are telling specifically, they are not take any of the actions to recover those trade debtor write-off or bad debts, disallow. But in this case, we can assume that as an allow. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Staff loan write-off and bad debts both are same, right? Written off. So that is disallowed. Therefore, how much we have to add back? 380. The foreign advertisement expenditure, what do you think? There is nothing given. What is the section? 15A. Section 15A. Promotion and communication. So either disregarding that is a capital nature or revenue nature, you can deduct if that expenditure incurred to generate the business income. So in this case, nothing given. Therefore, we have to consider that as an allowed, because we have to assume all the expenditure incurred to generate the production of income. So entertainment, what do you think? Entertainment expense. What do you think?
Disallowed.
Disallowed. So what is the particular section? Section 10.
10.
Exactly. Any entertainment expense to any party, anytime, that is disallowed, therefore at that. Very good. I'm very happy about today, right? Then how you are enthusiastic, right? How you are in that. Then I'm testing the many section in this section, but don't worry, in your exam, they will never test this kind of the complicated advanced section for section number 8. Clear?
Yes, sir.
This is advanced one, right? So this is a kind of practice one. So if you can manage this one, your exam paper is nothing. You can remember me, right, when you are writing the paper. So here the finance cost is there. When you see the finance cost, you should remember there are 2 sections need to apply, section 12 and section 18. The section 12 will discuss about the nature of the finance expense which are allowed to deduct. What is the nature if that finance cost incurred for the production of the business income, you can deduct. Right? The bank OD normally will take to manage what? Working capital, day-to-day fund requirements, working capital. There is a business purpose. Therefore, as per section 12, it is allowable. What about the director's housing loan interest? What about? What about? Can? No, you cannot. Disallow. What is the section? Section 12. How much? How much? How much? Quickly. 700. Can you hear me, my dear students?
Yes, sir.
Understood that part?
Yes, sir.
Now say under as per the section 12 only allow 1756. So then now we have to check whether this total 1756 is allowable or not. How we can check it? You need to apply the section 18. How we can apply the section 18? You need to calculate the allowable maximum finance cost. How? Finance cost allow as per section 12 divide outstanding loan no debts into 4. 4 is absolute value. 4 into equity. Can you remember? Equity should be taken other than
Revaluation reserve.
But to apply the section 18, have the examiner given required information? Have they given?
No, sir.
No, they haven't given the here also please change 2025, right? So we have already done it. They haven't given the right outstanding loan no equity figure. Therefore, we cannot apply the section 18. So simply we have to assume interest on bank OD section 12 and 18 both. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So that's all the adjustment number 5 completed. Then section number adjustment number 6 told that the withholding tax, relevant withholding tax has been deducted on what? Interest. So we'll do that. So I'll little bit change this one. So yes, I don't have that enough space to do this. Okay. So can you tell me the note number 2 investment income earlier value? How much the gross rent? It was 1,800, then 97.
Yes, sir.
So here the prepare.
Yes, sir.
Now we can do the FD interest. The FD interest value was the gross value should be taken as 1,000. The relevant withholding has been deducted. That means relevant withholding mean how much? AIT on interest. How much? 1,000 into 5%. 15. Isn't it? That is a tax credit. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So we did the adjustment number 6 and 7. Now we have to move to 8. Now here you can see the gratuity paid. The gratuity provision not allowed, but the gratuity paid should be deductible. Isn't it? Gratuity paid, actual paid in cash. Paid in cash you can deduct 1,440, 1,450 because we have to deduct it. When you calculate this accounting profit before tax of 80,000, so this gratuity paid is not deducted. Cash basis. Now here you can see this. Then I have test many of the section. Right? This is section what? 90. Section 90. Tax loss. Then we'll do it later. We have to do that. What is the theory behind that? If there is any previous 6 year brought forward tax loss, you can deduct that as an expense if there is any available business income. If not, you can deduct from the investment, or else then you can continue for a future 6 years. Right? Then here we have to check whether this tax loss generate or occur in previous 6 years. Yes, this is a previous year. That means it's come under the previous 6 years, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So you can deductible. Then now we have to check whether are there any adequate taxable income. So we'll do that, right? We'll do that. So here the self-assessment is tax credit. Tax credit. The self-assessment is a tax credit. How much? 6,000. Isn't it? So we discuss how to calculate the self-assessment during the class as well, right? So that will come under the section, question number 60507 sometime, right? Tax admin. So that's all. Now we have to apply the section 19 after getting the sum of these two columns. Can you anyone tell that values? Please get the sum in both sides. So negative side, it should be 1,000. So 9,205. This should be 94,000 something. May value harade puta?
So 94,470.
Harade? This value is correct, ne? Correct or not? Is this value correct puta? Kiyo daruwa kiyanna? This 94,000.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Is this 90? Namukada antimiti varaduno tokko maradi nekai. 94,417 correct there?
Yes, sir.
So negative side?
Yes, sir, correct.
Now we can apply the rows forward tax loss from previous year mean 2024 and 3 and 4. How much? It was 6,850. Now we have ample enough profit, ne? To deduct. Yes or no? You can deduct here. This adjustment is very important in the exam, right? If they are given. So this kind of, that paper, if you are practice, so you can handle any kind of the advanced paper in your exam. So this should be the accessible. Business income. Isn't it? So this should be the accessible investment income. Right? Accessible investment income. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
So business income should be 78,564.5. Is this correct? Huh?
Yes, sir. Correct.
So now you don't have that any personal tax relief. You cannot deduct anything. Ne? You are just only available this one qualifying payment donation made to the COVID-19 fund. That value should be 79,847.5. Now you have to check, are there any capital gain including this profit? Capital gain. Capital gain means the disposal of the gain from the disposal of investment income. Sorry, investment asset, not the business. So we had business. but no investment. So no capital gain. If there was capital gain, you know that it should be taxed at 30%. So are there any gain from liquor, tobacco, betting and gambling?
No, sir.
No, there is no. That means this total 79,847.5 should be taxed at flat rate of 30%. Is this values correct? I hope right. You are telling the correct figures.
Yes, sir. 23,954.20.
Right. So that's all right. So now, my dear students, you can take the tax credit. It should be 17,904.25. That should be balance tax payable. Sweet. Is this values are correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So any doubt what we have discussed so far? So hopefully then we utilize to our period very effectively. Right? So now you can ask any questions. Now you can ask any question right regarding that this area or any other area which relevant to the taxation. Right? Then I can help you by explaining such that particular theoretical area if you want. So if you want this answer sheet, then I can share that. Right? If you want, please let me know. Right? So my dear students, so please share your comment. Right? So always then you know that if you are taking something, it is better to that you know that kind of gratitude is giving the feedback. Whether you are learn something new or not. So what should be improved. So likewise, then you can give your genuine feedback. No need your name and all. The already the feedback form shared by the JMC management. So could you please give your genuine feedback on that, right? So that is my humble request, right? So because then even very difficult time, right? Not a difficult time meaning not 2 hours because then I'm not in a good health. So but however then I'm trying to do my best for your benefit during this 2 hours. So if you have further any clarification or questions regarding what we have discussed so far or any other things, you can contact me anytime, right? Contact me anytime. Nowadays, there is a problem in that kind of health issue. But if you are call me, definitely I will answer. If you are send me a message, I will definitely reply. Right? Therefore, then you can take that opportunity till before exam. Right? You can ask any questions. Right? You can join with our mock exam papers in coming weeks. So likewise, then we are having that kind of the program at the JMC. So please give your genuine feedback as well as. So please let me know that is this effective? Is this 2 hours effective or not?
Yes, sir. Effective.
Okay, thank you. So
Yes,
if you
sir.
have any,
Effective.
yes, okay. So I'm highlight that the partnership tax. Then if you are very the thorough knowledge about, if you are familiar with the company tax computation, don't worry about the partnership. That is very easy. And please then now you know that what is the focus area. So I hope then you are filling the feedback during my discussion, right? Please fill the feedback. If you don't have that, So you can go to the chat in this Zoom link. So you can give your genuine feedback. It doesn't matter. Right? It can be the favorable, unfavorable. It doesn't matter. So feedback is always why the feedback is always the development of the receiver. So this is not for any other things. This for development of myself and the institute in their self to improve the quality in the next time. So hope this is a totally free session. Am I correct, Miss Vindya? Or anyone in the
Yes, sir, totally free.
Totally free. Yes, yes, yes. Then you should give your feedback definitely, right? So that is a kind of the gratitude. So okay, my dear students, if you don't have any questions, still if you have question, you can ask. I'm welcome asking question. If you don't have any questions, then we can wind up the sessions. So
Sir,
I will
I will
wait.
just go through it and I will see if I have doubts. I will let you know.
Definitely, definitely.